Today is January 9th, 2012. The I can statements for today: I can define westernization. I can match the following leaders to achievements: Catherine the Great, Peter the Great, Ivan the third and the fourth. And I can identify features on a map about Russia. And then in class, I handed out this vocabulary. I also handed out a map, but again, I don't have access to digital copies of maps just yet. We're still working on that for second semester, so bear with us, we'll get there. These are the terms if you want to copy them down. Again, you can just kind of pause this if you need to. And then what you need to do with these four that are bold type, the instructions up here at the top say, for the bold items, draw an image that represents each of those terms on a blank sheet of paper, and then staple that sheet of paper. Make sure you use color and all that kind of stuff, but staple that to this particular page. The other thing that we did, other than periods 1, 3, and 5, some people changed schedules. For those of you that have left class, if you happen to be checking this, sorry to see you leave, but I'm glad that you have an opportunity to be with a really great instructor in Linda Walters. And for those of you that came back, welcome back. I'm really glad to have the students that I had first semester come back for second semester, so I can continue to watch you grow and learn about the geography, history of the world content. In class today, what we did is we looked at Russia specifically. We talked about why should we study it, just kind of justification for why is it important, that Russia and the USSR are not the same, but that the USSR and Soviet Union are the same. Then there were bad jokes, don't pause it, it's whatever. Land, we talked about Europe and Asia, and the fact that Europe and Asia don't exist in the physical world, but this is really a man-made distinction, and the man-made distinction is really to separate the Eastern and Western world. And then again on the test, there's going to be a matching section between the Eastern and Western world, create a T-chart, pretty simple here. We talked about the climate, specifically the negative 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The resources, not so much what resources they have, but that the resources were wasted. Resources are wasted in a system where profit is not really a motive. And so people produce things the way they were told to produce things. And environmentalism and efficiency were not always something that people would strive for in the business sense in a command economy. Then we talked about Kiev and how the Russians got their name from the Scandinavian traders called Rus. How Kiev lost its significance because it's way over here. Since it's way over there, kind of on the outskirts of the Mongol Empire, it doesn't have the same influence. The importance is kind of the center, the heart of the Mongol Empire. And that the rise of the Russian Empire really can be tied to the leadership. The Tsars, Ivan III, make sure that you know Ivan III. This is a matching section on the test on Friday. Ivan III and his accomplishments, nicknames, all that stuff. Ivan IV, accomplishments, nicknames, all that. Peter the Great, which we're going to talk more about on Wednesday and watch a video over. And then finally, the last thing that we did today was Catherine the Great. We talked about Catherine the Great. Specifically, the important thing about her is fostering the growth of that Russian cultural identity, being proud to be Russian. So if you missed today, you missed the first day of notes, and that's a lot.